Okay, so AI stocks right now, super smart area to be looking at, but the market's being a little, well.
Yeah, a real roller coaster. It can be a bit unnerving to see the Nasdaq like this.
Exactly. And unnerving is the right word when we're talking a 10% drop.
From its recent high.
Yeah. Oof.
That's what they call a correction, right?
Right, a correction.
So we're diving into this Motley Fool article today, and they have a really interesting take. They actually see this downturn as like a chance
Oh, yeah, a chance to buy.
to grab some AI companies at a discount, potentially undervalued companies, which is really interesting because we know AI is going to be huge.
Absolutely. It's projected to be a total game changer for the global economy. I mean, PwC estimates that AI could contribute
Whoa.
almost $16 trillion to the global economy by 2030.
Wow, that's a lot of money.
It's a staggering number, and it highlights why this sector is just so exciting.
So exciting. Okay, so the article highlights 3 AI stocks, and they're calling them no-brainer buys.
Oh, wow.
First up, Alphabet. Alphabet. What's fascinating about Alphabet is that even though they're such a dominant force,
They are.
they might actually be undervalued by the market right now.
I know. That's what I was thinking. It's hard to believe when you think about how much they control. I mean, they basically own internet search.
Yeah, 90% market.
90% market share. And that means they have a massively powerful position in digital advertising.
Oh, absolutely. And don't forget about Google Cloud.
Oh, right. Google Cloud.
They're holding a solid 11% of the cloud infrastructure market.
Huge.
Plus, AI is woven into basically everything Alphabet does. Search algorithms, ad targeting,
Yeah.
and now they even have a whole suite of AI models
Right.
available to their cloud users.
Oh, and their chatbot.
Gemini,
Gemini, yeah, is really competing with ChatGPT.
giving them a run for their money. Absolutely.
All right.
But here's the thing. What's really intriguing is that even with all of this, Alphabet is currently trading at 20 times earnings,
Which is
lower than their 5-year average. So it really raises the question, is the market undervaluing their potential?
That's the big question. It could be a total bargain, but are there any red flags?
Well, there were some concerns that analysts have pointed out,
Yeah.
about potential antitrust issues
Right.
and the overall economic climate. Those factors might be, contributing to the current market sentiment.
Got it. Okay. So potential opportunity, but with some things to consider for sure.
Huh.
All right, moving on. Company number 2, Meta Platforms.
Ah, yes. Meta platforms, the social media giant, Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, Messenger, Threads. They've got it all.
They really do. And over 3.35 billion people.
Every single month, visit their platforms. It's a massive user base.
Yeah. And all those users translate to a ton of power in the digital ad market.
Absolutely. They hold the second largest share, just behind Google.
Wow.
And here's where Meta's AI strategy gets interesting.
Okay.
They've been using all that user data
Right.
to develop some really powerful AI tools. Their Llama models, for example, are gaining a lot of traction in the AI community.
Okay, I've heard of those.
Yeah. And they're even rolling out premium subscriptions to their Meta AI assistant.
Oh, wow. That's a big move. It feels like they're really going all in on the future of AI as a service.
It definitely signals a shift in their strategy.
For sure.
And, similar to Alphabet, their price-to-earnings ratio might look really attractive to some investors.
Yeah. Especially considering their market dominance.
Right.
Okay, I'm sensing a theme here. Established companies with potentially undervalued AI initiatives. But before we jump to conclusions, let's meet our final contender,
Okay.
the trade desk.
The Trade Desk. Now, the Trade Desk might not be a household name like, Alphabet or Meta,
Right.
but they are a major player. In the world of programmatic advertising, their platform helps advertisers buy ad space, manage their campaigns, and track, how well those campaigns are performing.
So for those of us who don't work in advertising, can you break down what programmatic advertising is?
Of course. So in the simplest terms, it's basically using technology to automate the buying and selling of ad space. So instead of, manually negotiating with publishers,
Okay.
advertisers can use platforms like the Trade Desk to target specific audiences and optimize their ad spend.
Makes sense. So it's all about efficiency.
Exactly.
So the Trade Desk has also developed this system called Unified ID 2.0.
They have. And it's a really big deal
Why?
because they're trying to make it the industry standard for targeted advertising, but with a focus on data privacy.
Oh, interesting. So they're trying to solve the privacy concerns that come with targeted advertising.
Exactly.
And on top of that, they're about to launch this connected TV operating system called Ventura.
Ventura.
Yes.
Seems like that'll give them even more data to work with.
It will. Ventura is designed to collect really detailed data about viewers' preferences and behaviors.
Wow.
And they can use that to, make their ad targeting even more precise.
It's like AI matchmaking for marketing.
You could say that.
Wow. So then there's their AI-powered platform, Kokai.
Kokai. This thing analyzes huge amounts of data.
Massive amounts of data.
To connect ads with the right audience. It's pretty cutting edge.
It is, but they did have that earnings miss recently.
Right.
Which might have made some investors a little nervous.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
But they are transitioning everything over to the Kokai platform.
Right.
So maybe this dip is temporary.
Yeah, that's certainly a possibility.
Yeah.
Their track record has been really strong.
It has.
So this could be a chance for some investors to buy low on a company with high growth potential.
Okay. So we've covered 3 very different companies, each with their own approach to AI and their own set of risks and rewards.
Right.
It's a lot to think about. I think we need to pause here and let all this sink in.
Yeah, definitely. A lot to process before we move on.
Absolutely. All right, so we've really gotten into the details here with Alphabet Meta and the Trade Desk and their different AI strategies.
Yeah.
But I think now I'm curious about the bigger picture. Like, what does all this actually mean? For someone like you who's listening, you're interested in this whole world of AI.
Right, especially with the stock market dip happening.
Yeah, that's the big question, right? What does it all mean?
Yeah.
So the main point from the Motley Fool is this current market correction. It shouldn't be a cause for panic.
Oh.
It could be a chance to actually invest in companies that are temporarily undervalued, but they have really strong long-term growth potential because of their focus on AI.
It's like that whole be greedy when others are fearful type of thing.
Exactly.
But this isn't just about following some, hot stock tip. AI seems like it's going to fundamentally change it. How we work, how businesses operate.
Oh, absolutely.
Even how we live our lives.
Yeah. If those PwC predictions are even remotely accurate.
About the economic impact.
Yeah, about AI's economic impact. Investing in this sector now could be like getting in on the ground floor of something huge.
Revolutionary.
Revolutionary, exactly.
So this isn't just about picking stocks. It's about understanding this transformative power of AI.
Right.
And recognizing that sometimes this dip in the market can create these really unique opportunities. I think that's a great way to put it. But we need to be very clear here.
Oh.
This is not financial advice.
Definitely not. We are just exploring ideas and sharing information.
Yes.
But you should always do your own research and talk to a financial advisor before making any investment decisions.
Absolutely. 100%.
Yeah.
So I'm curious, what stood out to you so far?
Oh, it's interesting. It's that mix of like the familiar companies and the unexpected innovations. We all know Google and Facebook Meta now.
Right.
But to see how they're using their existing strengths to really dive headfirst into AI, it's fascinating.
It is.
And then there's the Trade Desk, which I have to admit I had never heard of before.
Yep.
But their focus on the data-targeted advertising and the AI-powered platform, I don't know. It's a whole other level of intrigue.
It really highlights how AI is no longer just some, abstract concept.
Right.
It's being integrated into real businesses.
Yes.
It's solving real problems.
It's here.
And it's creating real, tangible opportunities. It's here.
So let's say someone's listening to this and they're intrigued.
Yeah.
Where should they go next? Besides, doing their own research.
Besides doing their own research.
Right.
Well, one thing they could do is consider the broader implications of what we've talked about.
Okay.
We talked about Meta and their move towards premium subscriptions for their AI assistant.
Right.
What does that tell us about the future of AI as a service?
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Maybe it points towards this move to more personalized AI experiences where we pay for more tailored assistance.
Exactly. And then you have Alphabet.
Right.
With their dominance in search and cloud computing. That gives them a huge advantage.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
When it comes to developing and deploying AI at scale.
Right.
So that's a whole other area to consider.
Like each company has a different lens to view the evolving landscape of AI.
That's a great way to think about it.
Yeah.
And speaking of different perspectives,
okay,
I think it's time we shift gears a bit.
Ooh, okay. I'm intrigued. What do you have in mind?
We've been talking about these established players.
Yeah. Right. The big names.
But what about the up-and-coming AI companies?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You mean like the hidden gems of the AI world?
Exactly. The
Yep.
ones that are under the radar.
Okay. That is interesting. It's like the wild west of AI out there.
It is.
Full of so much potential, but also a lot of unknowns.
Precisely. And that's where exploration continues.
Okay, so we've talked about the big names in AI like Alphabet, Meta, and how this market dip might actually be a good thing. And also, the potential for AI to revolutionize everything. But now you're talking about hidden gems and the wild west of AI. So tell me more. What's the deal with these up-and-coming companies?
Well, companies like Alphabet, Meta, and the Trade Desk, they're already giants.
Right.
And they have huge potential, but also a lot to lose. And their size can sometimes make them a little less flexible, a little slower to adapt when these truly disruptive innovations come along.
Right. So you're saying the real game changers, the ones to really watch, could be these small or more agile companies.
Exactly.
The ones that are kind of flying under the radar. The ones with the potential to become, the next Alphabet or the next Meta.
That's right. They might be working on niche applications of AI.
Okay.
Developing new algorithms or finding creative solutions to some of the ethical and societal challenges that AI brings up.
Right. But how do we even find these hidden gems? It seems impossible.
Yeah, it can definitely feel that way. But here's where your own curiosity comes in.
Okay.
What areas of AI are you most interested in? What problems do you think AI could solve in a way that hasn't been done before?
Oh, I love that. So our own passions and interests can actually guide us toward these companies that are really pushing the boundaries.
Exactly. Maybe you're fascinated by the potential of AI in healthcare.
Right.
Or you're intrigued by how AI could revolutionize education.
Right.
Or, make cities more sustainable.
Those are great examples. So
Yeah.
once we've kind of identified those areas we're passionate about, then what?
Start digging deeper. Look for startups,
Okay.
research labs, even individual researchers who are working in those specific areas.
Okay.
Read industry publications, attend conferences both virtual and in person, and follow thought leaders on social media. The more you immerse yourself in those fields, the more likely you are to stumble upon these, hidden gems.
This is so exciting. It's like we've gone from a treasure map to a compass guiding us on our own personal AI adventure.
I love that analogy.
Yeah.
And remember, this exploration isn't just about potential financial gains. It's about being part of a technological revolution.
That's happening right now.
Exactly.
So to wrap things up, I think the big takeaway here is this. The AI landscape is vast.
Yeah.
Huge. It's constantly evolving, and there are opportunities out there to invest in those established companies.
Yes.
But there's also this whole world of emerging players just waiting to be discovered.
Absolutely. And the most important tool you have in this journey is your own curiosity.
Curiosity.
Embrace it, follow it, and see where it leads. You never know what groundbreaking innovations you might uncover.
That's a great note to end on. So until our next deep dive, keep exploring, keep learning, and remember, the future of AI is waiting to be written.
It really is.
And who knows, maybe you'll be one of its authors.